Now, who says that Zoom sessions or virtual classes are boring and not at all fun? Well, the fact is that you can make any class as much fun as you want it to be. Now, just be mindful of a few things. Remember, first impression is the best impression. So whether it's a classroom appearance, a Zoom class, or any other virtual class, the first impression always matters. So make sure it is the best one. Now, depending on the age of the children you facilitate, you can make a grand entry using any of the following strategies. Now, a day prior to your class, you can just send them a warm welcome note. It can be a recorded note or a handwritten message or a scanned message, and it could read as 5 long threads and 5 round balloons. You and the teacher will go to the moon. Moon, moon, did you say the moon? Yes, yes, to the moon through Zoom. Moon, moon, did you say the moon? Like Harry Potter on the magic broom. Hello, my wonderful children. I may not be as far away as the moon, but yes, I'm pretty far away from you and the school is closed. So here I am, coming to you on the magic broom. So your entry could be either like this. Another simple yet effective first appearance strategy is to come onto the screen using a prop, such as a simple hand puppet, a finger puppet, a scarf, or a stick puppet, anything that you have at home, and just sing along. Maybe something like 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's have fun. You may sit on the floor. Or you could just sing apples, bananas, cherries and pear. We are so far and yet so near. But just make sure that you don't go overboard and scare the child. And for the older ones, you could just begin with a riddle or an alphabet game. For example, just instruct your class that everybody needs to write one single letter of the alphabet on a piece of paper, like maybe A or a D or a G or a P or an N, and just hold it up for everyone to see. Then ask all children of your class one by one to make a word out of those letters which are flashing on your screen. So children could put together the A's and the D's and the G's and the N's, and they could just perhaps say that, ma'am, my letter, my word is 10. Another says pen. Another says lock. So herein the teacher can intelligently stitch together all the words that the children have formed, like, oh, there are 10 of us and we've all got a pen with us. Well, we do have a lock, but where is the key? Meanwhile, let me just add the C before the lock and it becomes a clock. And I'm so happy to see that everyone is punctual in class today because the clock says 9. I spy. Now, this strategy works very well to break the ice and get the class to be a little more fun and cozy. Just put on a pair of fun glasses, funky glasses, and start. For example, if there's a child missing in your class, your online class, you could just say that, I spy. Put on your glasses and say, I spy Rahul is not there. Rahul, we are waiting for you. Tick, tick 1. Tick, tick 2, tick, tick 3, and so on. For example, if you're doing a writing task and you find that someone is without a pencil or a notebook, so you could just say, I spy Rohini has perhaps forgotten a pencil. Come on, Rohini, run, get one. Tick, tick 1, tick, tick 2. Or if it's a reading task that you're doing, and you find that someone is just not paying attention. So you just put on your glasses and say, I spy that the rabbit is not very interesting for Neha. Neha, come on. Spot the page that we are on. Tick, tick 1. Tick, tick 2. Tick, tick 3. If it's a science class, you could just simply say, I spy we've run out of food colors or dried leaves. I think someone was hungry today. So Dhananjay, run and get the food colors. We're waiting for you. Tick, tick 1. Tick, tick 2. Tick, tick 3. So keep your I spy glasses on for whatever you want the class to do. Now, to introduce a rhyme or a story, a reading session, an arithmetic concept, or any other concept, you could do the scavenger hunt so beautifully. You could use this strategy to introduce the concept, or use it midway as a brain break, or even use it to revise the concept after you are done with the lesson. Now, for example, if it's a rhyme on brushing your teeth, you could just send the kids excitedly on a scavenger hunt to go run, get a toothbrush and a toothpaste, and hurry back fast. Tick, tick 1, tick, tick 2, ma'am is waiting. If it is to introduce numbers and addition, you could just send them off to hunt for, let's say, 5 spoons, get me 4 bits of paper, get me 2 dusters, and so on. If you want to introduce the concept of big and small, well, after you're done with it, send them on a scavenger hunt to get a big comb and a small comb, a big napkin and a small napkin. Well, that will help you understand whether the children have understood the concept or not. And for the children, well, it's too much of excitement to run and do anything that the teacher tells them to do. Another simple strategy that works wonders is the age-old game which all children love to play is Simon Says, and you could use it depending on your class and the age of the child. For example, if you are revising, let's say, animals, you could just ask your class, Simon Says, write the first letter of the animal that goes woof woof. Obviously, that means D for dog. Write the first letter of the animal that goes oink oink. That goes meow meow. That has a pouch on its stomach, and so on. You could also go, Simon Says, write down who do you go to when you have a toothache. The answer over here is the dentist. Now, for the older kids, you may ask them to write the entire word down. Okay? So, Simon Says, who do you go to when you have an eye infection? Tick, tick 1, tick, tick 2. Who do you go to when the drain in your washroom gets clogged? Tick, tick 1, tick, tick 2. Who do you go to when the refrigerator is not working? Tick, tick 1, tick, tick 2. When your dog is sick? Tick, tick 1, tick, tick 2. So there you see, you can use Simon Says to revise, to just kind of reinforce the concepts taught in a fun way. And who says you can only do it in a physical classroom? You can do it online as well and have all your children just listening to you totally glued. Now, the whole idea of using these fun strategies is to warm up your class before a task, to make them more interested. It doesn't matter whether it's an online class or whether you are physically present in the classroom. Children need to be excited before a task. Remember, anticipation of fun is the key to all learning. Children need to move. They can't sit for long periods and focus. And just before you end your class, teachers, leave them wanting for more. excite them just before you exit. You could just hum a simple bye-bye like, walk a mile, everybody smile. Put your hands up and put your hands down. Save that smile and chuck that frown. And of course, getting them to pay attention, to come back when you send them off on Simon Says or scavenger hunt is also equally important. So keep the deadlines, keep counting perhaps, or do those breathing exercises or play some music for 30 seconds and so on. And it's also a good practice to appreciate those who are back on time, who answer, who respond with a badge, a smiley, or an e-certificate. And for those who are a little bit shy, leave them with wanting for more. Come back to them with the same fun and excitement. Give them some time to thaw down. So carry on, teachers. Getting back to you soon with a lot more strategies to make your online classes even more fun.